today's NPL Round 15 fixture between the ST Raiders and the Sutherland Sharks. We ask all spectators to enjoy the game in a positive and respectful manner. Please support your team passionately while respecting players, match officials and fellow fans. But before we get started, can we have it for our two teams today? Your ST Raiders.
Couple of games. Well, certainly it's the ST Raiders who run a bit more of a roll than the team in light blue. They had a great win midweek against in the the Australia Cup against St George City, and their draw has been somewhat favourable. They will play at home in the 7th round against Wollongong United, so there's positivity possibly seeping through the camp. Goran Laboya said that the lads were absolutely delighted with that win. He played 7 first graders in that match, and they've somewhat prioritised the cup. But when you then get Wollongong United at home, a terrible trip from a geography point of view for Wollongong United. So they are buoyant at the moment. They've had recent wins. They beat Western City Wanderers and St George FC. They had a draw last week against Spirit, and an unlucky defeat 3-2 to Appia Leichhardt here. And, they got a little bit of a hiding from Marconi 6-1. But on balance, they're playing reasonably well. On the other side of the ledger, it's been a difficult couple of weeks for David Perkovich and his Sutherland Sharks. They lost to Manly in the Cup. They also lost to St George City last week. They were 2-0 up and still succumbed to Marconi 4-2. A draw with Sydney FC, a defeat to Wollongong Wolves. And so it is round 10 since they've had a win, and that was against Rockdale. Really looked like their season was going to turn around. Slowest start for a team that were favoured to make the playoffs. And beating Rockdale looked like their season was going to turn around. But they've been on the back foot the last couple of weeks, and they will really be hoping to turn things around here on the grass field at Ernie Smith's Reserve. Our officials today, it's Charlie Hollings is our centre ref, Lance Greenshields on one side, Amber Morris on the other, and Jackson Tippett down below us is our 4th official. Referee is just looking at his watch and getting us ready for the off. And you won't be able to miss the refs tonight. They are resplendent in orange. Sutherland Sharks will be playing from right to left in their traditional light blue colours. David Feeney here, along with Mile Stanish, bringing you all the action. ST Raiders will be playing also in their traditional green jerseys with white socks and white shorts. And now Jordi Perez with a chance to get a cross in early. It's a terrific sliding challenge they're coming across from Hale Marchich. He has given away a throw in though. And ball's going well. It's just to the edge of the fence now. Jordi Perez coming across, getting ready to take it. It's been quite a few men forward here in this first couple of minutes. There's got Van Emerongen is there. Jamie Perchevsky is there just to the near post for these dangerous long throws that Jordi Perez takes. Now Perez ready for the long throw, and here it is. Looking for Perchevsky. Perchevsky, looks like he got the last touch there. Perchevsky did, he did indeed. And so some plaintive shouts for a corner at the last minute there for the Sutherland Sharks, but when only one player appeals for the corner, Charlie Hollings had a good view of it, and he's not going to be caught out by that. And so now an opportunity to play out for the back. Look at the touch inside. They are well used to playing on this grass field, of course, the ST Raiders. It's a different story. And now here's their Amago, just on the edge of the box. A chance now for ST Raiders to get the ball in early. Jamie Perchevsky is there, and he makes an excellent block. We'll bring you the teams in just a moment when we get to
Number 18,
stop and play.
Number 21, Sebastian
It's
Alfaro.
Ethan Bevan now on the ball, bringing it forward.
Number 47, Ethan Bevan.
And he's taking a return pass at Bevan on the ball again. Plays it in low. Fernandez gets a touch now. Overlapping run. Knezovic. Knezovic got the end of it. Well, good defending there. Kukruyu chasing back well, as you'd expect from your holding midfielder. Did really well to chase back there and stop the very dangerous looking run. But, no time to pause. Olsen is on the ball, dropping very, very deep. Nicholas Olsen. He's given the ball away, Olsen. Has he won it back? He has not. It's a throw in and then taking it quickly. Marty Fernandez. He's inside the box. Fernandez bearing down a goal. Fernandez drops it back for Romago. Nizic coming across there to block it, but dived across, but not called into action. Nizic. And straight away you can see at this grass field, it's playing havoc somewhat. Sutherland Sharks. Nick Olsen on the ball there. Usually so secure in possession. But, had his pocket picked. And the SD Raiders looking to create something out of nothing. As the ball is back there with Figuera playing it long. Feels for offside, but no flag there. And a chance to dink a cross in. Cross comes in. Is there a late challenge? Nothing called. Romago gets the ball back across the face. And a chance for a shot. Oh, it's an early goal! It's an early goal there for the SD Raiders. They've looked very lively in these first couple of minutes. A terrific early goal here. The cross came in from the far side. Came back in for Marty Fernandez. And Fernandez drives the ball up into the top corner. Not even 3 minutes on the clock. And Marty Fernandez has opened the scoring for the home side, the SD Raiders. They have looked very lively these first few minutes. Not to say that the Sutherland Sharks look sluggish. Easy for me to say, sluggish. I'll try that a second time. But terrific couple of crosses in. Huge run down this near side here. It was Mihail Marcic who got the cross in. There's Romago making things difficult. And then the ball came back into the middle and driven home by the number 17, Marty Fernandez. And a terrific knee slide then across into the corner. These grass fields, of course, allow for the knee slide. And the run of poor, well, certainly the run of poor performances. It's very early to call it a poor performance, but it's certainly not a fantastic start for the away side. The Sutherland Sharks, are they going to be dragged down into a relegation battle? Not if Nick Olsen has anything to do with it. To get around the outside, Marty Fernandez in there again, sliding in. And, our camera position today, we are directly beside the two benches, and you will likely hear David Perkovic throughout this game. He's not happy with how quiet his team are so far. Let's hear some talking, he said. Let's hear some talking. And, they're pressing now out on that far side. Goran Aboya delighted with that start. As he said, his team full of confidence at the moment. They've been getting some decent results. A draw with Spirit. It was they were certainly under the cosh from a defensive point of view. They had a lot of defending to do. There was a goal disallowed as well. That looked like a borderline offside call. But, they held on for the point against Spirit. They led against Appia. But, succumbed to a couple of terrific goals, including an absolute wonder strike from Jack Stewart. And then it was 2 wins before that, plus some wins in the cup. So they're on form, and now here's Romago looking to get it behind. But Van Emerona does well, gets there and gets there a second time and finds Brendan Gann. Gann for Maya. Maya does well, but he's hustled off the ball by 2 players in green. Goal scorer Marty Fernandez drops it off, tries to find Marcic, can't quite find him. And so a throw in which Perez takes, and he finds Kukruyu for Perchevsky out on that far side. And we've had time to give you the starting lineups. We'll bring you those quickly. It's Daniel Lisic in goal for the Sutherland Sharks. Yanni Nicolo returning to the starting lineup. He's got Thies van Emmerongen, Jordi Perez and Jamie Perchevsky at the back. And it's Gann, Maya, Afuka and Kukruyu in midfield for Sutherland. And up front, Richard Shueki, who's in the team of the week, Richard Shueki. And you would have to say very, very unlucky not to have been in the team of the week before that. Terrific performance against Marconi. And he is up front with Nicholas Olsen. And at the next stoppage in play, we'll bring you the SD Raiders side. Ball is played forward. Perez looks like he has that covered. It drops it back for Nizic. But, a couple of players slipping there. Romago slipping and Nizic almost slipping. So the sun has it's just about to set here. 5:10 or so Sydney time. The sun is just starting to set, so we might get a little bit of dew on the field. A few players losing their footing already. We'll keep a close eye on that. Olsen. Now touch the ball inside for Kukuryu. Leaves it for Shiweki. Shiweki steps outside and then drops back inside Shiweki. Looking for support. No one really there. So turns around, finds Maya. Maya, likewise, looking for support. Not really finding anyway. He's done a full 360, 2 full 360s, and eventually gets his pocket picked. But he really had no options there, Tarek Maya. So 2 full 360s, no one really coming short from, no one coming long. And Fernandez now has dropped the ball beautifully down to this near side. And the ball is back again for Percheski. Percheski with a heavy touch back towards his keeper. Again, this grass field plays very, very differently to the synthetic fields that they're very, very used to. Looking back at the last few weeks, it was a synthetic field last week in George City. Synthetic field against Marconi and against Sydney FC, grass field against Wollongong, and synthetic field again against Rockdale. So just one of their last 5 games. And if you include the Australia Cup game, one of their last 6 on a grass field. Certainly not used to it. Different story, of course, for the home side. Very used to these conditions. And that is somewhat showing so far. Now, corner. Floated in. It's won by Fernandez. Oh, just clips the outside of the net there. Marty Fernandez in the middle of absolutely everything so far. We're going to have another corner out on that far side. And it's Malfara who's going to take it. Seb Malfara in the 21 jersey. He's going to whip this idiot, imagine, with his right foot. He's got Bevan to aim at. Ramago is there. Now, in towards the near post, but headed away much better this time. Fernandez, did he get on the end of it? Oh, almost that up for him. And now Shiweki. Well, if Shiweki was able to find Olsen there, he had the freedom of Ernie Smith's reserve. But the ball was played forward and they're on that far side, in an offside position. We're the SD Raiders, so the free kick is given away. 8 minutes gone in this game, and they are finding themselves a goal behind the Sutherland Sharks. Can they get some momentum going in their season? Shiweki chests it down beautifully for Maya. Well, Gan was looking for it short. Well, he stepped on the ball there, Marcic, and Gan has won it. He's got it a second time, Gan. Finds Shiweki. Shiweki with a chance to shoot. Blocked really well. Now cleared away, though. Shiweki's got it again, and he's dropped it off for Olsen. Olsen now chipping the ball across. Gan is there. And Gan with a beautiful dinked header from Brendan Gan. Superb quality there from the Sutherland Sharks. Nick Olsen and Shiweki combining on that far side, just on the edge of the box with some lovely interplay. And the ball is then crossed up. He was absolutely unmarked. Halfway between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, Brendan Gan just had to dink the header in. Lingered in the air, just waiting for the ball to come to him. There was nothing Miguel Figueira could do about that. And Brendan Gan has made it 1-1. An early goal usually makes for a good game. And we've got 2 early goals now in this match. 3 minutes gone. Marty Fernandez opened the scoring. 9 minutes gone. It's Brendan Gan. And it is 1 goal apiece. We've got an injury as well just in the lead up to that goal. An SD Raiders player has stayed down just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Let's go again, says David Perkovic, looking to get this momentum going. Wants Kukuria to push forward just a little bit as well. It's, as I mentioned, it's a terrific vantage point here. You can hear absolutely everything the coaches are saying. The directions they're giving, he's encouraging Yuta Kukuria to push on just a little bit. Well, SD Raiders are ready to kick off in the middle, but their player who's gone down injured just on the edge of the 6-yard box there on the far side. Looks to be an ankle injury. Can't quite make out who it is from our vantage point. He's, well, just back to his feet now. And well, he's hobbling heavily. It's James Letta, the captain, and James Letta really is carrying that ankle, and he's hobbling off the field. There wasn't a signal, that famous rolling over your wrist signal to suggest that a substitution was required. So just for the moment, looks like Letta will be able to continue, but he is still walking very, very gingerly. Just beside Amber Morris out on that far side, but they've kicked off. They're going to have 10 players for a couple of minutes. Now Eramago straight onto the attack. He's trotting on the ball, Eramago, but he's got the ball back well. And now here is Letta, back onto the field. Fernandez thinks about finding him, and now does find him. There's Letta, still carrying the injury just a fraction. But here is Bevan now, with space in front. chooses to play the ball back outside. Finds McGrath, and McGrath out for Letta. And now building patiently with Fernandez again, but he's giving the ball away to Olsen. Olsen driving forward, plays the ball into space, looking for Shiweki. Shiweki trying to get around the outside of McGrath. Can't quite do it, but wins himself a throw in. The hustle and harry of Richard Shiweki has been terrific the last couple of weeks. I've had the Sutherland Sharks 3 weeks in a row. This is my 4th week in a row, so I've seen quite a lot of them. And Richard Shiweki has worked his absolute socks off in every game. Scored 2 great goals against Marconi. It's a high foot there, is there? There is indeed. High foot there from Nicholas Olsen. Pleases innocence, but that was a pretty clear-cut decision there for Charlie Hollings to make. But, just back to Shiweki. Had a terrific game against Marconi, scoring 2 great goals, but outside of the goals, worked his absolute socks off. Similar story last week. And, perhaps considering the performance against Marconi as part of the decision-making process, he made it into the team of the week last week, but he also worked his absolute socks off in a losing effort against St George City. A packed series of supporters there. There was an absolute Richard Shiweki fan club there of cousins and aunties and a sister and others, I believe. Had a quick chat to them at half-time. Don't think they've made the trip to Ernie Smith tonight, but they were giving him terrific support last week, and he rose to the occasion. Played really well, and he's looked lively again tonight. Now we've got another injury here. And Brachevsky, looks like, is the player who's down. He's like he's taking his boot off, which is never really a good sign when a player is going to take their boot off themselves, even before the physio has got there. And now the physio heading across. It might just be an adjustment of the boot for Jamie Brachevsky. No movement on the bench below us here from David Perkovich, but he's just having a little conference with the Sutherland Sharks Brains Trust. So, recap of the game, just 13 minutes on the clock. We've had 2 relatively long pauses for injuries. But we've also had ourselves 2 goals to show. Opened up very lively, created some chances. Sutherland Sharks looked a little bit uncertain on the ball, again with this grass field perhaps playing a part. But Marty Fernandez with a terrific shot, opening the scoring, just 3 minutes on the clock. Sutherland Sharks regained their composure. Started passing the ball around, looking a little bit more dangerous, got themselves a little bit of momentum, and with some neat interplay between Nicholas Olsen and Richard Shiweki, it created an opportunity for Brendan Gann to nod in. A delightful header, which leaves us at 1-1, 13 minutes gone, but we've probably had less than 10 minutes of actual play. And the game has now restarted. ST Raiders with the ball. And they're coming forward now with Bevan. And Bevan for Knezovic, coming very, very deep for the ball here. Knezovic, and now Marcic. So Maya working really hard. And we do have a little bit of movement now on the ST Raiders bench. So we'll see if James Ed is able to continue. As Everett drops the ball back for Bevan. And Bevan in turn for McGrath. McGrath drops it outside for Letta. He's got Malfara inside, but chooses to go back. They're going to build again with Bevan. Bevan checks back inside. He's closed down quickly by Maya. Shiweki is there doing the closing down again. They're sitting back just a fraction. Now Bevan coming forward again. He's got Everett outside him. They're a slightly different side. No Cooper Hannigan tonight. He's suspended. A series of yellow cards, and but he was able to play in the cup during the week, he told me. But, got himself another yellow card in the cup. Now, getting around the outside. Fernandez. Fernandez plays it in short. Well, it's cleared away with Malfara, I beg your pardon. Looking for Fernandez in the middle. But,
nice. Keep it going, fellas. Keep it going.
lovely play out on that left-hand side. Driven in low, looking for Marty Fernandez. And, we'll have a throw in now. It's going to be Rag who's going to take it out on that far side. And they're sitting right back are the Southern Sharks. Now, here is Malfara. Malfara. Twinkle toes. Malfara still going. But, was he clipped? Thought he had his ankles clipped there. Beat certainly the first 2 defenders. Thought he had his ankles clipped by the third. But, Charlie Hollings unmoved. And said, let's keep the game going. But, excellent bit of close control there from Malfara. Malfara, Marcic, Fernandez and Rag in midfield for the ST Raiders side. And they've looked decent so far. McGrath coming forward now. McGrath around the outside. Get the ball back. Now Rag has a chance to find McGrath with an inside track there. Couldn't quite find him. Now an opportunity to break. Played on the inside. Here is Olsen. Olsen digs the ball out to that far side. And Shaweki bearing down a goal. Shaweki plays it across. Tarek Maya was there with a late run. Just couldn't keep the ball down. But there was 3 options there for Shaweki to choose from. A 4th option probably was to shoot as well. The ST Raiders defence really had to sit back. No one attacked him. And then, just as McGrath moved towards Shaweki, played the ball inside for Tarek Maya, who was driving towards the penalty spot. Caught the ball nicely, but just got under the fraction. And outside of the goal. That's the best chance Sutherland Sharks have had, but Tarek Maya played the ball over the bar. He's been in decent scoring form this year, Tarek Maya. Hasn't got a goal for a couple of weeks, but certainly earlier in the season got himself on the score sheet quite a few times. And there's a lovely bit of play. Beautiful little ding from Knezovic. And now here's Fernandez. Fernandez for Aramago. Aramago wins it well. Fernandez. Fernandez again. Still Fernandez. Drops it outside nicely. Marcic digs in the cross. It's attacked well by Perchevsky. And he gets the ball away, but only as far as Everett. Everett looked to dink it back in. Can't find a green jersey. The crumbs fall for Charlie Ragg. And they'll build again now with Malfara. Malfara looking to play it forward for Fernandez. He's been so lively, Fernandez. Can he turn inside? Van Emmerongen can't quite get there. Van Emmerongen plays it away. But Ragg is there. They're looking so lively, this SD Raiders side. And now again, Sutherland Sharks. Every single player behind the ball. Shaweki is up. Maya is up now as well, pressing. They're playing a flat back 4 tonight as well, which David Perkovic spoke to me about before kick-off. So a little bit of a change. David Perkovic usually favours that 5 at the back with wing-backs formation. So sort of a 3 at the back with 2, or 5 at the back with 2 pushing on. But, he's made a bit of a change tonight to have a 4 at the back. It's Nicolou, Van Emmerongen, Perez and Perchevsky. They're looking reasonably solid so far, aside from, of course, that goal that they gave away. But now they press. Afuka pressing. Shaweki pressing. Lovely little turn inside. Leaves Shaweki in his wake. And now Aramago forward. Great pace from Aramago. Can he get there before Perez? Perez shoulder to shoulder there. But, nothing wrong with that, says Charlie Hollings. Sensible defending there from Perez. Came across. Kept his arms down. It's one of those situations where the manager and the captain always shouts, no foul, no foul. Did well, Perez. Just shoulder to shoulder. He's certainly physically more than a match for Aramago. I'm sure he has him for pace, but I think he has him for physicality. Now, over on that far side, Olsen. Olsen showing great pace again. And the bounce has found him. Olsen with a chance to shoot. Oh, just across the face of goal and away from Nick Olsen, with Shaweki calling for the ball. But he did well there, Olsen. Pressed hard. Got a little bit of the rub of the green there when the ball fell his way into the edge of the box. Really, a striker has to shoot in that circumstance. Had the option of Shaweki. But, there was definitely quite a bit of the goal gaping there on the far side, but Olsen couldn't quite get his foot around the ball. And they are looking very lively now, Sutherland Sharks in transition. Now, speaking of transition, Aramago, flag stays down. Is he clipped there by Kukuryu? He is indeed. Just a little tangle of legs there. Kukuryu coming across the back. Veramugo there. And there's a little bit of concern for James Letta. We can just hear down below, Score Laboya just checking if James Letta is okay. They've got a couple of substitutes warming up down here below us in case James Letta can't continue. But just for the moment, it seems like he's going to be okay. Now, dangerous free kick here for the ST Raiders. They've got 7, 8 players to choose from, including Knezovic on the edge. Now, ball floats in. Comes back for Fernandez. Fernandez again. Fernandez a third time. Ball just ricochets away and out for a goal kick, but he's looking incredibly lively. Looking for the ball all the time. Coming short, running long. It's been Marty Fernandez's night so far, including a goal. And now the goal kick is taken for Perchevsky. Perchevsky finds Nicolou. Nicolou looking to play it forward. Shaweki there again. He's looking an option every single time, Shaweki. Now, ball won well. by Van Emerongen. Only finds Gan. And now here he comes again. Shiweki, the goalkeeper, stays. Shiweki gets a touch. Holds the ball up. He's going to drive it in low. Well, not quite a cross, not quite a shot there. Took the touch early, Shiweki. Looked like the shot was on, but he was driven wide. At that point, it looks like the cross was certainly the better option. And it ended up not really being either. He had Olsen there in the middle calling for the ball. And the cross come shot, as they say, didn't end up bothering Miguel Figueira goal. And another goal kick. But we have ourselves a very, very open game here. About a quarter of this match gone so far, just approaching a quarter of this match gone. Very lively affair. A goal apiece so far. And both teams in transition, charging forwards, leaving gaps at the back somewhat. Perhaps SD Raiders leaving gaps more so than the Sutherland Sharks. But now, here they come again. Knezovic. He's got options outside him. Knezovic, he finds Marcic. Marcic comes back inside, looks for Ermago. Ermago gets a touch, finds Fernandez again. Fernandez with a shot, it's a full for Ermago. Ermago gets a touch, Nizic makes the save. Scrambling around at the back, cleared away, but not all the way away. And they're coming again. SG Raiders choose to take the safer option and just drive the ball back, and it's back again with Bevan. Bevan plays it for Malfara. Malfara switches the ball beautifully out to that far left-hand side. And it's Rag. Rag for Fernandez. Fernandez stops, turns, inside, outside, drives it in low. Just away and wide, though, from Marty Fernandez. Excellent interplay there. All stemmed from Malfara. Malfara looked up, saw the space. Out on that left-hand side. That attacking left-hand side for the ST Raiders. Played across for Charlie Rag. Rag into Fernandez, who is looking absolute dynamite so far here tonight. Just dragged a shot across the face of goal. Nizic looked like he certainly had it covered. But a very, very lively encounter here with Ernie Smith continues. We have a goal kick for Nizic. And he drops it for Przewski. Przewski plays it long, looking for Shiweki again. Shiweki in the air, does well to win it, Shiweki. McGrath, Shiweki, and a lovely little flick inside. Shiweki again. Leda was there, combination of Leda and McGrath. Just did enough, and from our commentary position, if the coaches are speaking in English, certainly I can understand what they're saying. But a little conversation in Serbian there between Laboya and Knezovic. And now Takumi Afuka. He's got a chance. Can he step inside? Afuka almost around the first man. Last-ditch challenge there from Marcic. And now Ermago. Well, Ermago let the ball go through his legs deliberately and was trying to get around the outside of Przewski. Just lost his footing there. Ermago trying to turn. It was a very sharp turn he was trying to make. And now Kukuyu spreading it down to this near side for Perez. Perez for Afuka. Is he offside? He is indeed. He is indeed. Amber Morris out on that far side. Perfectly positioned. Couldn't quite hold his run there. Takumi Afuka. Perez and Afuka. The combination so effective last year for AWS Spirit. And their league-winning side. Looking to repeat several of those tricks this evening. They're looking lively in combination down on this left-hand side. Attacking left-hand side, that is, from the Sutherland Sharks' point of view. Now, Bevan stops, turns it back inside. Shiweki again, pushing Figueira. Now, header is down for Gan. Gan dinks it back for Przewski. Przewski back for Nizic. No choice but to play it long, Nizic. He was being pressed high. And now Olsen contesting with Letta. Olsen again with Letta. And eventually the flag goes up on that far side. Amber Morris again. Really well positioned. Olsen felt it was 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But, a little bit of dragging and pulling for both players. It was James Letta who went to ground first, and he won himself the free kick. Now, Marcic again. Plays it inside. No challenge there from Van Emerongen, but advantage played, and it's a good advantage. Now, Rag driving forward. He's got Fernandez there. Drops it in for Fernandez. Fernandez, step over. Fernandez with the shot. Blocked away well, but Rag is still there. Got the touch. Beautiful low ball now. Knezovic. Knezovic drops it back. Dinked into the box. Lachlan Everett there making the late run. They're still in possession now with Marcic. Marcic beats one. Beats Brendan Gann to the ball there. Drops it outside for Rag. Rag playing it in low. He's totally unmarked. Fernandez totally unmarked. Just beside the penalty spot there. The danger man, Marty Fernandez, had been lost by both Jamie Perchevsky and Thies van Emerongen, and they're both looking at the ground. Neither player can look up and face each other because they both left Marty Fernandez completely unmarked. He imagined there would be pressure. Fernandez and tried to take the shot early, but had he taken a touch, he would have been directly in front of Daniel Mizic with no other defenders around. Barely a time to pause here. The ball is played back over the top. McGrath is there, and he's going to let that run out. Well, just for good measure, bring you the SD Raiders team. Figueroa in goal. It's Everett, Letta, McGrath and Bevan at the back. Malfara, Marcic, Fernandez and Rag in midfield. And Knezovic and Eremago up front. Frantic game. I'm not sure I have brought you the starting lineups. 26 minutes gone because it's been all action here. The ball is going to be played forward there, but Ethan Bevan just couldn't get his foot around the ball. Perez takes it. Not quite sure that was the right spot, but he's at his pocket pick, Brenton Gann. And now Knezovic driving forward. Plays it inside for Eremago. Eremago back for Knezovic. Knezovic has got 2-3 defenders in front of him. He goes to ground. Brenton Gann does well. No foul there. Correct decision, I feel. And now Shiweki into space on that far side. Gann looking to make a run into the middle. Shiweki gets there first. Gets past McGrath. Has to do a bit of a circle back to find his support, and he finds Nicolau. Nicolau coming inside. Got Kukriyi there. Can't quite find him. Gives the ball away, but gets it back straight away, Nicolau. And he's looking for it again, and he has it, Nicolau. Drops it back for Perchevsky. In turn for Van Emerongen. He's got Perez here in space. Finds Perez. Perez for Afuka. Afuka steps inside, ignores the run of Perez. He's been tracked well by Knezovic. Now Afuka over the top for Olsen. That's the right idea there as far as Olsen was concerned. Couldn't quite stretch out that telescopic leg as he often does to bring the ball under control. Nice little interplay there again. Perez, Afuka, Van Emerongen combining well. Perchevsky wins it well in the air and finds Nicolau. Nicolau, no option down the line there. It's just to come back inside and then turns. Goes past Fernandez. And then plays it down the line for Gann. Gann has a little shoulder in the back there. Referee and assistant had a long look at each other. Charlie Hollings and Amber Morris. Neither felt it was a foul, but both agreed to throw in for the Sutherland Sharks. They get the game going again quickly. Perchevsky for Maya. Back again for Perchevsky. He's being pressed hard by Eremago. And they do well to find Perez. And he has space in front of him. Knezovic closing him down, but he's going Perez. Still going. But Knezovic, does he take him down? Well, Knezovic didn't get the ball to a little bit of a man, but not enough for the free kick to be given. Real end-to-end stuff here now. Marcic again. Finds Eremago. Was he fouled? Well, the referee is really letting this game flow really nicely, I have to say. Quite a few 50-50s. He's letting the 50-50s go, letting the game flow really, really nicely here. As we approach the 30-minute mark. On this, I have to say, it's an absolutely huge pitch. I walked the field before kickoff, and it is certainly the biggest pitch I've seen in the NPL in person this year. Absolutely colossal field, and both teams are making great use of it. Now, Olsen holds the ball up, looking to release Shiweki. Well, the defender's backed off there, and Olsen had an opportunity to go into the space, and you can see he's disappointed with himself there. He had a chance to drive into the space there, and perhaps unleash a shot. But, let the pass go early. Shiweki hadn't quite got off the shoulder of the defenders there. But, he was disappointed with himself there also. Now, Knezovic. Short. Van Emerongen. Read his eyes there. And he finds Nicholas Olsen, who's challenged heavily by Bevan. He got the ball back again. And, blocked down well by Knezovic. They're pressing hard here, SD Raiders, but they're having to. Because the momentum is growing, the confidence is growing here for the men in light blue. And now Perez with the throw. Kukriyi is there short. Van Emerongen is there short. Afuka is there. And Shiweki into space. And he's found Shiweki. Shiweki looks to drop it back inside for Afuka. It's cleared away well. Touch from Eremago. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play. And then Perez again. Shiweki looking for it deep again. Can't be offside from a throw in. And still Shiweki looking for it. Comes short Shiweki. Just does enough to put off the defender. That's Knezovic. Gets it forward. Knezovic gets it again. Now Fernandez got Rag outside him. Fernandez takes a touch beautifully, but plays the ball to the space that Eremago has left behind him. And they've turned it over again. So Sutherland Sharks will come again with Olsen. Closed down by Rags. He comes inside Olsen. Looks to unleash the pass over the top for Shaweki. Just a little bit too much on it. Yeah, they're going to bowl it out again now. Bevan, I should say. Bevan. He's had his pocket picked. Maya. Can Maya get a touch? He can't. Can Shaweki get there? Figueira comes to the edge of the box with chance after chance here. Half chance, full chances. And now again, Fernandez driving forward. Nobody wants to defend here, it seems. Fernandez driving into the box. Fernandez plays it across. Vade Moronga gets there really, really well. Needed every centimetre of his long frame there. The ball comes across. Fuka was almost into space, but it's intercepted. And now Perez comes. And now he releases a Fuka. And Afuka's in behind. The keeper comes. The keeper stays. The keeper comes. The keeper goes back. Afuka now stepping inside. Spreads it across for Olsen. Glorious chance for Nicholas Olsen. And it is saved away. Nobody seems to want to defend in this match at all. Both teams going from end to end. Chances at both sides. Down at one end, Marty Fernandez with a great chance. Crossed it in for Robert Aramago. But a terrific challenge coming in from Thisa Morangan. Down at the other end, Takumi Afuka into space. The goalkeeper thought about it, went back, came forward, went back again. He was doing the hokey pokey. He eventually decided to go back. The ball was played across for Nicholas Olsen, who had all the time in the world. Found the target, but couldn't find the net. Terrific save from Figueira. And the result of all of that is a corner for the Sutherland Sharks, which Tarek Maya takes and floats across. And the header is there from Fadi Morongan. Just up and over the bar. Felt it got a touch off a green jersey. Sutherland Sharks players felt certain it had got a touch off a green jersey. But over it went. And everybody pausing for breath here. Coaches, players, fans and commentators alike. Pardon me. And I think everybody is happy for that little break. Miguel Figueira with an unofficial timeout there. We're about to have these hydration breaks in the World Cup in America. It wasn't quite the 2 minutes of a hydration break there. But everybody you can see sucking in the big ones. And eventually taken short. For Rag. Rag has got Fernandez. Coming quite deep, Fernandez. Comes on the inside beautifully. And then drops it across for Malfarah. And Malfarah finds Bevan. Bevan for Marcic. Marcic. He's had his pocket pick there. Finds Takumi Afuka. Sea of Green converged on the ball to win it. It's gone again. And now Perez battling hard again against Malfarah. Perez, a little shoulder in the back there from Perez. Didn't really need to do that, Jordi Perez. The ball had deflected or bounced rather awkwardly up over the head of Malfarah. Said Malfarah, that is one of the several Malfarahs, both playing and coaching in the NPL this season. But, a little bit of a rush of blood there from Perez. Shoulder in the back. Looked like he was going to get possession anyway. But, Charlie Hollings on the spot. Gave the free. But here's Perez again to make amends for that. And he plays the ball forward. Now Shaweki. Can he get on the end of it? I beg your pardon. It is not Shaweki. There he is now, Shaweki. It was in fact Tarek Maya who was up front with the aforementioned Richard Shaweki. They move things around just a little bit. Olsen is playing a little bit wider than he does usually. And Maya playing very, very central. Now here is Olsen, right on cue. And, jinks back outside, jinks back inside onto his favourite left foot. And drops it back for Brachevsky. For Perez. David Perkovic encouraging his team to play the ball 1 and 2 touch stuff, play it earlier, play it quicker is the guidance he's giving. Ball comes forward now. Shaweki looks to be in an offside position. Amber Morris ready to lift her flag there, but didn't need to because the Raiders picked up the ball. And now they can break forward. Knezovic. Can he get on the end of it? He cannot because Van Amerongen is there. And the crumbs cleaned up by Kukuruya. Kukuruya back for Nizic. Nizic plays it long in the direction of Olsen. Olsen just got under James Letta there a fraction. Lockie Everett is letting the referee know that you can't do that. Now Gann looking to make a run down the middle. He's in an acre of space here, Brendan Gann. Tarek Maya thought about putting the trigger there, but held. Now Gann, he's going to go again here, Gann. Holding the line nicely. Still calling for the pass, still holding the line. Pass still not released. And, now at the other side, Marcic driving forward. Just the edge of the box, the 2-7s converging. Ball is played in. Perchevsky plays it away. Can Rag get there? He can't because Tarek Maya working very hard. He was up at the other end just a moment ago, and he's now back in his own box. Defending well in those orange boots. It's Tarek Maya. Little dummy back to his keeper. And now he does release Shueki. I'm not sure that ball is going to carry. Comes back short for Shueki. He drifted just early, and he's getting a bit of an earful from his coach about not looking across the line. And we go again. Nezovic, lovely little bit of control there, and a little delicate flick from Van Emmerongen. Yeah, Darren Mugger there right beside him. It's a delicate piece of skill from the tall man. And now Perchevsky, the other tall man at the back, plays it in short for Gan. Gan into space. Perchevsky, well, he's taller, he's fast. He's not Usain Bolt, so he's not going to get to that. And then Shueki with a rugby tackle, you would have to say. And then a playful kick in the pants in front of the ST Raiders defenders. But I'm not sure he particularly loved. But again, back they come. Alfara. Lift of the ball over the top for Marcic. And they've retained possession. And it's Bevan. He plays it across for McGrath. McGrath for Letta. And McGrath gets it back. Plays it into space between the lines. Fernandez driving forward now. Fernandez. Still Fernandez with the shot. Oh, it's come away from Nizic. Well, Daniel Nizic just got a touch and scooped the ball away. Looked like it might have touched a little bit of the post. Daniel Nizic, well, he's wiping the sweat from his brow there. Terrific run from Marty Fernandez. Got between the two lines there with a lovely ball. Drove towards Perchevsky. He had lots of space and time. Glided past Perchevsky. Drove in the shot low. And Nizic, it was an awkward shot. It bounced awkwardly in front of him. And he scooped it away somewhat. It hit the post, I think, and then trickled around for a corner with Robert Eramago looking to pick up the crumbs. And here is that corner. Floated in, right on top of Nizic. On top of Nizic and also on top of the net there. And out it goes, but he looks like the most relieved man. And Ernie Smith's reserve there to Daniel Nizic. The ball just skidding off the surface. And now he takes the goal kick quickly. Finds Perez. Can't get over it. Mihail Marcic, who was there. Nezovic pressing. And Marcic in behind. And so we'll have a throw in. Just over 5 minutes of normal time to go here. We certainly would have quite a few minutes because of those couple of injuries. You'd imagine 3 or 4 minutes at least. And, the 221s there coming into contact. Olsen and Malfara, and the ball has fallen now. For Marty Fernandez. Fernandez again, driving through Fernandez. Oh, was that a back pass? Certainly SG Raiders were claiming that was a back pass, but Marty Fernandez gliding across the turf here. Looking very, very smooth in possession. He is causing all sorts of havoc for the Sutherland Sharks defence. One already, has had 2 other chances. But he is really feeling it tonight. But Nizic was equal to it again. A little touch from a defender. Ball comes through now for Afuka, and is he offside? He is indeed. Again, Amber Morris has been perfectly positioned on several occasions out on that far side. And, the deep runs are coming. Brendan Gann particularly looking to make some deep runs. He's not been found with any passes. Shueki several times, and now Afuka making the runs too early and being called offside. So if they can make that click, they'll create themselves another excellent chance for the Sutherland Sharks. But, not quite clicking for them yet. The runs and the passes not quite on the same wavelength. Now here's Bevan. He's going to get the ball here again, Bevan. He's got Brendan Gann with him, but he lets the ball run beautifully. And Brendan Gann just clipped his ankles. But, he's relatively lucky there, Ethan Bevan. If Brendan Gann had been able to jump out of the way at the last moment, they would have been in deep trouble, deep in their own defensive end. As it stands, we've got Lockie McGrath bringing the ball out at the back. With Shueki there pressing. Maya pressing. Now, ball comes over the top for Rag. Rag gets a touch. He's got Nicolau in front of him. Steps inside Nicolau. Goes outside, Nicolau, hassling and harrying. And the ball is crossed over now to this near side. Marcic kills it beautifully. Back inside for Knezovic. Knezovic back for Marcic. Marcic, is he around the outside? Crossed it over towards the back post. The ball is cleared half away. Ermago was there. And then a sliding challenge comes in from Van Immerongen. We're going to have ourselves a corner now with Knezovic coming over to take it. Luka Knezovic, elegant number 10. And Alfara is there too. Kimi Fuka coming across to endeavour to stop the quick one. Tarek Mai there also. Knezovic is going to leave it, and now Alfara again, as he did from the other side. He's going to take this corner. It's his own defence, just on the 6-yard area for the Sutherland Sharks. Now corner floated in towards the near post. Well, he's trodden on the ball there, has Marcic. He got there first, but he trod on the ball. And now it's cleared out. Knezovic. Knezovic plays it back. Sheweki pressing hard. Well, the goalkeeper nearly loses his footing there. He gains his footing just as Sheweki bears down on him. And Figueira finds Fernandez. Fernandez again plays the ball over the top. Well, a late flag. I was about to say no flag, but a late flag there for Rag. Again, couldn't quite hold his run. Weather conditions update. It's cooling down a little bit now, as you'd expect. It's 10 to 6 here, Sydney time, and the night has closed in. It is pitch black and a little bit cool, and certainly a little bit of dew now appearing on the field. The players on that occasion. Marco Figueira almost losing his footing at the crucial moment. Now, Van Immerongen drives forward, looking to find Olsen, who swapped across to this near side to get himself involved. Olsen for Van Immerongen. Van Immerongen back for Olsen. Olsen, very composed, finds Gan, and Gan back again for Nizic. He's come across all the way across now to this near side as Nicholas Olsen. They're swapping things up. It's Takumi Fuka on that far side, and now Gan looking to contest. Ball sails over ahead of Marcic. And Bevan is there, does really well with Brendan Gan bearing down on him. And Olsen, will he leave it for Perez? Looks like he will. Leaves it behind for Perez. Van Immerongen just making a late run forward now, as is Perchevsky. Jordi Perez drying off the ball. Waiting for the two tall men from the back. Van Immerongen, Perchevsky to get up. Now here comes the throw from Perez. Well, it's evaded everybody. Eventually it's cleared away from Bevan. No head there on the ball. And then skidded up off the ground. The wet and getting wetter ground, but it's cleared away well there by Ethan Bevan. But at the expense of another throw-in, which Jordi Perez will take. David Perkovic is wanting one of the two tall timbers to get a little bit closer. They're both just on the edge of the 6-yard box, and Jordi Perez's throws are not quite getting that far. And so Tarek Maya has come short, and as has Sheweki. Sheweki draws a defender with him, and now Perchevsky wins it. The head tennis is won by the SD Raiders, and then the clearance is there again by Marty Fernandez. He's doing it all tonight, and Nicolau has got to be on his game here quickly. Nicolau does well, gets a touch, and then plays the ball out with Ermago pressing on him. They were a little bit slow to get back there, Sutherland Sharks. David Perkovic was onto them like a rocket, wanting them to work, he said. And 3 minutes. We're going to have 3 minutes, with thanks to Jackson Tippett, our fourth official. 3 minutes of injury time, a minimum of 3 minutes of injury time. And now here is Rag in the first of those 3 minutes, playing the ball in low. Ermago, is he caught? Well, he felt he was more sinned against than sitting there, Ermago. But the referee has decided otherwise. Brendan Gan has been awarded the free kick. It's certainly a 50-50 there. Both players driving towards the ball. Ermago felt he'd gotten there first. But our referee, Charlie Hollings, said no. First touch from Gan, and then down he went. And so we are going to have ourselves. I'll just readjust my watch to keep track of these 3 minutes. We're going to have ourselves a goal kick, free kick, I beg your pardon, which Nizic will take. They're committing men forward here. committing lots of men forward here. Nizic just having to get the muck and dirt off his boots. And now after a slight delay, here comes Nizic. Nizic didn't quite catch that. It made its way through to a blue jersey. But almost immediately picked up by Rag. Rag looking to play it for Bevan. It's a little bit too high. And now Brendan Gann driving forward. He's got one goal already, Brendan Gann. Looking to put Shueki in behind. Can't quite get there, Richard Shueki. He's been solid at the back as Ethan Bevan. Brendan Gann driving forward, looking to get his second goal of the night. And chance for another long throw. Shueki. Shueki drives the ball, throws it to Perez, and then Perez mishandles it and is going to try it all over again. So he's doing his best to do the right thing there, Richard Shueki. His rugby skills were good earlier with the tackle, but his rugby passing, not so much. Now Perez with the long throw. Again, he's not quite getting it over that first man. The ball has come straight back to him. A little bit better with the foot. And they're rising high. Shueki is there. And Olsen is there. And he sails the ball up into the night sky. It catches the tree behind the goal. And not the net, but it fell nicely for Nicholas Olsen. That very, very dangerous left foot of his. He felt there was an excellent chance of a shot on target there. But, Nicholas Olsen didn't quite catch it as he would have liked. And the ball goes over the bar. We've had 2 minutes already now of the injury time. The referee Charlie Hollings having another glance at the watch there. And Michael Figueira taking his time here and choosing to play it out short. And he finds Marcic. Marcic plays it just into the middle of midfield, straight to Kokuryu. They can finish the half with a chance here. Sutherland Sharks. Afuka. Back inside for Kokuryu. They've recovered well. The SD Raiders, Everett there pressing. Neramagu there. And, well, it certainly looked like it was a foul, but the referee has decided that that is the end of proceedings for this first half. What a helter-skelter half of football we've had here. It is 1 goal each. It could be 3 goals each. Chances at both ends. At times, neither side really seeming like they wanted to defend at all. But goals from Marty Fernandez after 3 minutes. That opened the scoring for the SD Raiders. An equaliser, a headed equaliser from Brendan Gann after 9. Chances aplenty, action in both boxes, saves galore, not very much defending. And we'll pause for 15 minutes for half-time with the half-time score. The SD Raiders 1, the Sutherland Sharks 1. Well, you're all very welcome back to Ernie Smith Reserve here. 1-1 is the score at halftime, and it looks like we have our first substitution. It is Jonathan Shabatu in the 22 jersey who has made his way on. Haven't got any indication from our fourth official yet as to who has gone off, and you would imagine the chance is James Letta. I'm just having a look to see if he has gone off. Letta was carrying an injury in that first half. Beg your pardon. And players ambling their way back out onto the field. Weather conditions here, it has cooled down significantly during the half-time break. You wouldn't tell by Goran Laboy. He's got the jacket off, but I think he has the jacket off to put the jumper on. He's going with the layers here. And, yes, just looking around, doesn't look like James Letta is out there, so it looks like it is Letta off and Shabatu on. And, just before we start, we go around the grounds and bring you some of the scores from the games played already today. Western City Wanderers 3, Blacktown City 3. What a game that is. One of my commentary colleagues, Keane McKenna, had his first game in commentary last week, and it was a 0-0. And he was hoping that he wouldn't get another 0-0, but he certainly did not get a 0-0. He got a 3-all. Terrific game there by the sounds of things. Union New South Wales with a 2-0 win over Rockdale. That's a terrific win for them. Marconi Stallions currently 2-0 up against NWS Spirit. 1-1 here. And at half-time, Wollongong Wolves leading Manly by 1-0. And so, having a glance around, doesn't look like there's been any changes for the Sutherland Sharks. Got Ragnar on this near side, so confirming it is Shabatu in the 22 jersey. And he has come on for Letta. Almost ready for the off here. Our referee just having another little glance around. Checking with his officials. And looks like he might have a change of fourth official here. Amber Morris is strolling across here with the fourth officials board. And so one player substitution to report, and looks like we have one officiating substitution. So Amber Morris, it looks like, has moved into the fourth official spot. Lance Greenshields is on this near side, and so Jackson Tippett appears to have taken up the assistant refereeing on the far side as the whistle goes, and we are underway for the second half here at Ernie Smith Reserve. Now Nicolou on the ball, and there is Shabatu straight away into the action, and there are those weather conditions we mentioned. And now here is Shaweki. Can he get on the end of it, but the ball just skidded up off that surface. It definitely has gotten a little bit more moist underfoot at the start of the second half. The ball just skidding away from Richard Shaweki there as he was bearing down on goal. Miguel Figueira came to the edge of his box and picked up the ball nicely. And now Malfara playing the ball forward for Knezovic. Knezovic takes a touch. Another heavy challenge in the back there, and it's Perez again. Knezovic not best pleased with that challenge. The referee says throw insufficient. And now looking for an early touch of the ball. Shabatu hasn't got it just yet. Ball goes there for Marty Fernandez, a back for McGrath. And McGrath for Bevan. Bevan and McGrath could be late 90s Australian cricket here with Bevan and McGrath. But, I don't recall there being a Shabatu in that famous Australian cricket team. But, McGrath finds Bevan again. Now Bevan to play the ball over the top. Fanny Morongan is there. That drops down for Malfara. Malfara finds Fernandez. Very, very lively. And it's like he was challenged in the back there, but the referee again says no harm, no foul. He stayed down as Marty Fernandez. And, then Malfara goes down with a rather theatrical dive. And, referee is going to have to get involved here a little bit. Going over to check if Marty Fernandez is okay. For the, by my count, third time tonight, a shoulder in the back from Jordi Perez. He's been called for it once. The referee has said no harm, no foul on two different occasions. Fernandez, who was definitely a star player in the first half. Now our fourth official here just down below is just getting on top of the substitutions. As Marty Fernandez stays down, he's having a little sip of the magic water. No great concern, no signals, certainly from the physio. But, he's injured, but just at the very bottom of his back, just above the waistband and below the number, he's really feeling that, Marty Fernandez, and he is trotting off to the sideline. And he will do that as all players do, off for a moment, and then he'll immediately say ready to come back on, and then the referee will wait, and then the referee will give him a little signal to say yes, you can come back on. And we're going through that particular charade at the moment, just waiting to come back on. But referee says no, we're going to have the free kick first. Free kick driven in low. Marcic comes for Rag. Ball just gets caught up on his feet there, Rag, and he drops it outside. Nizovic, well, he's tackled well by Perez. Perez inside outside, lovely feet from Perez, still going Perez. He's beaten one, he's beaten two. Well, he'd beaten 2 or 3 for pace, but couldn't quite beat Malfara for skill. Little back heel there in defence, but Gann is there quickly closing down. Everett, the ball goes and breaks for Bevan. He drops it back for Figuera. And now they'll come from the back. Shabatu to make a releasing run down here on this near side in the 22 jersey. Yanni Nicolou to have covered the run. And Shabatu now drops back inside. Bevan again. Closed down. Everett back for his keeper. Brendan Gann closing in there, Brendan Gann. But did enough to force the quick clearance, but not quite enough to get the ball. And now here is Rag in space. He's got Fernandez up front. Spreads the ball beautifully out to that far side. Ball is crossed in early, but nobody really making the run. Fernandez could have made the run. Nicolou couldn't quite clear it away. And here's Rag again on the ball. He's got Shabatu behind him, and he drops it back for him. He's closed down by Olsen. And then he drops it off for McGrath. McGrath back down to this near side for Rag. Rag is the challenge against Olsen. Drops it back for Shabatu. Shabatu. Fernandez calling for the ball. Now, Fernandez showing more of those twinkle toe skills that he showed in the first half. Little deflection comes off Nicolou. And Nizic scrambling well. Picks up the ball just outside a 6-yard box. Has a little glance behind him. Eremagu looking to pick his pocket. But away it comes now with Perchevsky. Perchevsky, heavy touch there. And Nicolou did well to keep it in, but in fact he's turned it over. And now Everett. Eremagu. Everett again. Everett drops it to the edge of the box. Malfara is there. Beats one challenge. Malfara. But cannot beat Van Emerongen, who plays the ball high and away to the night sky. And Bevan has got it. Shueki pressuring him. And he drops it back for Figuera. Down there again for Shabatu. Shabatu for Everett. Playing the ball around nicely here. But, not really breaching any of the defensive lines. It's McGrath. And Shabatu, little slip from Shabatu, regains his footing really well. Finds Eremagu. Shabatu goes again. And then drops it back for Rag. Rag on the inside. Nezovic. Beautiful switch there from Malfara. He's got options outside him. Looking to find Eremagu on the inside. But, both players go to ground there. And in fact, when both players went to ground, you could see the moisture coming up off the ground there. And, just to add to it, there's a little bit of smoke in the air as well. So unusual conditions here. Absolutely no wind whatsoever. Not a breath of wind. Ball out there directly below us. Not a breath of wind. It's cool but not cold. And now you can just see up at the top of the floodlights there. There's a little bit of smoke. I'm sure there's some back burning going on. There's a rain forecast for the next few days. So perfect weather conditions for some back burning. No wind and rain forecast. So it looks like the powers that be have made a sensible decision to do some back burning, and we can sort of feel the smoke in our throats here, and you can see it just up in the floodlights. But that is not really affecting the players out there so far in this second half. Now, Eremagu takes a touch. It's a heavy touch though, and Maya does well to win it. Looking to play it in short for Olsen. It's scrappy in there. Eremagu, Perchevsky still battling. And then a lovely touch from Fernandez. Fernandez with the pace. Fernandez goes again, gets past Nicolou. Fernandez, is there a hand there? Marty Fernandez looks like he used a hand there. And then has a little kick out. Well, he's certainly been playing like Maradona so far, Marty Fernandez. In terms of his dazzling runs, he scored a goal and some fantastic shots, but Suggestion of a hand of God there. It was not picked up by our match referee. Nothing came of it. And now Olsen finds Kukuruyu. He's got Nicolou outside. Nicolou plays it in short for Maya. Stays on side. Maya drops it back for Olsen. Olsen onto his left foot. Olsen with the shot blocked away well. 21 on 21 there. Malfara blocking Olsen's path to goal. Now Perez finds Afuka looking to come inside. Lays one defender. Looking to drive into the box. Afuka still going. Afuka with the shot. Oh, whisker away. Beautiful dancing feet there from Takumi Afuka, evading 2-3 defenders just on the edge of the box. Came closer and closer to the edge of the small D there. Unleashed a shot. Miguel Figueira gasping and grasping for the ball. Didn't look like he was going to make it. But, just beats the outside of the post there from an ST Raiders point of view. And we stay at 1-1. Now Fernandez, lovely touch inside, but Kukuruyu is there. Kukuruyu holds it up. Beg your pardon. Sensible play there from Kukuruyu. Just uses his body well to shield the ball and let it go out of play. Wins the throw. Now Maya with the touch. He was fouled there by Fernandez. Little errant tackles there from Marley Fernandez. You have to be careful. But, decision is reversed there. Well, not reversed, but certainly the position of the throw-in is adjusted there by our match referee, Charlie Hollings. And Charlie Ragg with the throw. Nicolou is there, does well, finds Maya. Maya, a little look up. Sees that he's got a little bit of space in front of him, but not much. Maya dancing around, keeps the ball in play beautifully. Excellent piece of play there from Tarek Maya. Great close control. Finds Kukuruyu. Kukuruyu over the shot for Gan. Brendan Gan looking to get on the end of the ball there. Thought about a header. A dinked header over the keeper would have worked. A little touch to control it. A dinked finish would also have worked. But too many options in the end for Brendan Gan. Wasn't quite able to get to the ball. But, trickles through. We stay at 1-1. Now, Eramago and Perchevsky renew hostilities. Eramago gets a touch first. Perchevsky gets a touch second, does he? No, he does not. Both sides absolutely convinced that throw-in was going to be theirs. And after a brief pause for thought, our match referee decides that it's going to be a Sutherland Sharks throw-in. Now, ball is thrown back by Nicolou, putting Nizic under a little bit of pressure there. But, does well, Nizic. Plays almost a golf shot style clearance. But, Van Emerongen is there again. There's a little push in the back. There is indeed. Van Emerongen, he's a significantly taller man than Eramago. Didn't really need to push. But, a little push in the back there. And it's a free kick now. We're about 35 metres or so out from goal. Probably too far. Probably too far for a shot. But you never know. Marty Fernandez is having one of those days and he's standing over the ball, looking like he's shaping for a shot. He's glanced up. Only two people in the wall. Nizic asking for a third to join the wall, and Brendan Gan. Well, he's told to go back there, Brendan Gan. Nicholas Olsen moves forward. And so it's Knezovic over the ball with Fernandez. They might be having second thoughts about the shot now. But Fernandez, well, he is going to shoot. Fernandez drives it in low. It's blocked away well by Gan and then cleared away. Didn't quite catch that, Fernandez. He's playing with a lot of confidence. But, perhaps a touch too much confidence there. But, they're still on the attack. Eramago looking to go around the outside. Stops and checks. Gets the cross in. All the way across the middle and flicked away and out. Well, there were two green jerseys there. Marty Fernandez and Marcic. Both there looking to get on the end of it. The cross came in. It was a wobbly old cross. Daniel Nizic didn't know what to do. And Yanni Nicolau just got a touch on it. A glancing touch. Any more than that, it might have gone into his own goal. But out and away for a throw-in. A corner kick, I beg your pardon. Now there's two standing over it. It's Malfara and Knezovic are both there. Knezovic heads into the box. Malfara drives it in. But Gan is there. Now it does fall for Knezovic. And it's blocked away. And the shot is driven in. And away and wide. Lockie Everett there. But 2 or 3 chances coming in quick succession. Knezovic was there standing over the ball for the corner. Malfara took it. It was headed away well by Gan. Knezovic was still on the move, drove in the shot, but it was blocked away. Rebound came out. Fell for Lockie Everett. His shot away and wide on that far right-hand side. Both sides now have sent their substitutes out to warm up. As Berchevsky gets the ball and plays it long, looking for Maya. Maya, beautiful close control from Maya. And he brings Shiweki into it. Shiweki looking to release Olsen. Lovely nutmeg there from Shiweki. Steps back inside. And then plays the ball for Olsen. Might have been an earlier ball. Olsen was looking for it early, certainly. And now here comes Olsen closing him down. Figuera does well to get it away. Fernandez. Nice use of the shoulder there. No hand of God, shoulder of God perhaps. And now Kukuria looks up, turns, looks to release Olsen. Terrific bit of defending there from Bevan. The game is really, really opening up again. We had a very, very open first half. And now it's opening up even more. Maya looking to play it forward for Olsen. Didn't quite get enough in the pass. Olsen battling hard with Rag. Rag comes back, flag goes up. And we're going to have ourselves a free kick. It is really, really opened up now. Nicholas Olsen in an excellent position here. As you'd expect, it's Olsen and Maya standing over the ball. Olsen with the left, Maya with the right. They've got Berchevsky, Van Emerongen, and Gan to aim at. Kukuyu pressing forward as well. Afuka hovering on the edge of the box. Yanni Nicolou, he's calling for it short. There's absolutely nobody in front of Yanni Nicolou if they want to play it short. He's got maybe 15 metres of space. Well, Knezovic has seen that now. Knezovic has moved into position to close down Yanni Nicolou. Now, Maya. He leaves it. Olsen with the left foot. Floats it in. Header there from Gan. Just caught too much of it there, Brenton Gan. A glancing header. Would have likely seen that sail towards goal. But, just got a little bit too much of it, Brenton Gan. Out it went on the far left-hand side and away for a goal kick, which has been taken quickly, as is the spirit of this game. Throws being taken quickly, free kicks being taken quickly, goal kicks being taken quickly. Both teams just looking to get the ball in play. They both feel like they can win this game. Perez gives away the ball, and David Perkovic is not pleased. And Eramagu doesn't have many options, but he's got people joining him really, really quickly here. Rag is there. Well, a beautiful touch and an important touch from Shiweki. What a chase back there from Shiweki. Saw the danger. So ST Raiders coming forward in transition, worked really hard. Rag was going to have a shot on goal. And now Nicolau nearly gives it away. And Maya does well, works hard, takes a touch, takes a second. Finds Kukuyu. Short for Afuka. Afuka switches it outside for Perez. He's gone again to Kubi Afuka. And he's got on the inside of Knezovic. Afuka, only Olsen in the box to aim at though. Afuka, he's got Maya on the edge of the box. He's got Perez. Drops it back for Kukuyu for Gan. And Gan playing it in there for Perez, but that's lovely incisive play from Sutherland Sharks. And David Perkovic, good management there. Nicolou looked a little bit tired in that last pass. He has been out for several weeks. This is his first start back. He came off the bench last week, but looked a little bit tired in that last pass. Very smart management from David Perkovic. Just checks in. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, says Nicolou. So he will stay out there. 15 minutes, just over 15 minutes gone in this second half. We're still at 1-1 in what has been an enthralling end-to-end match. Lots of half chances. Not a lot, not many absolute dead set chances. The XG might be low. I hate XG, by the way. The XG might be low, but the half chances have certainly been high, and we've had a very, very open game here at Early Smith. As the ball is now cleared long. Van Emerongen sees it drift out. And so he leaves it, ball drifted out in the air there. So Van Emerongen will have the throw. Eramagu arguing the toss there. But Perez with the chance to throw. Throws it long for Gan. It's one there. Falls to Malfara. Malfara hooks it away. Another coming together there. It's Eramagu. And it's Jamie Berchevsky. I've had another coming together. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves some substitutions. So our fourth official down below us, the now fourth official Amber Morris, has got the fourth officials board out. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a couple of substitutions. No substitutions before we get going. Nicolou, he's got the ball. Shiweki calling for it early. Give and go here from Shiweki. Shiweki's in behind. But Rag is chasing back. Shiweki takes a touch. Drives the cross into the back post. Just over the head of Nick Olsen there. But good early call for Richard Shiweki. Saw that there was space. Called Nicolou. Called for the early free. Lovely give and go. Came into space. Got the cross in. Just over the head of Nicholas Olsen. There's a green jersey there to scramble. And to get the ball away, but at the expense of a corner. Brachevsky battling in the middle, as is Van Emerongen. The corner floated in, and it's Van Emerongen who does win it. And he battles a second time and a third time. Still battling Van Emerongen. And too many pulls and tugs. It'll coming together there with Bevan. And now Noah Chianese down below us is going to be making his way on. He's been out for a couple of weeks. And so in the 14 jersey, we're going to have Noah Chianese coming on. It also looks like in the 23 jersey, not just for the moment, but it's Chianese. Now, Brendan Gann wins it well. Shiweki backs off. Lets Shabatu win it. Shabatu plays it forward, but not towards the green jersey. Olsen looking to get on the end of it. Now, ball is played forward. Awkward bounce here for Van Emerongen. And Eramaga was in behind. Eramaga recovers well. Is there a handball on the ground? Waved away, says the referee. Oh, they were certain that there was a handball on the ground there. And Shabatu has done really well to win that back. Rag driving in, comes inside one. Can't get inside Shiweki. And then the ball is just hoofed clear by Brachevsky. Only as far as Shabatu. Still complaining. The ST Raiders bench not best pleased. They felt there was a foul and they felt there was a handball. Now Rag goes again. Comes inside. Rag can't get away from Nicolou. Drops it for Knezovic. Knezovic leaves it behind him. Rag picks it back up. Finds Malfara. Malfara spreads it out for Marcic. Marcic bearing down on goal. Drops it outside. Eramagu. Eramagu plays it in short. For Perez. Perez doesn't clear. Marcic drives it in. Deflected away. And we will have those substitutions now by the looks of things. Noah Chianese in the 14 jersey. Thomas Mako in the 23 jersey. They're going to be making their way on. The substitution, well, it's in fact not a corner, I beg your pardon. So Mako and Chianese on. And we're just seeing who's coming off. It is Marcic, who is going to be making his way off. And as ever, they're being instructed to head off on the far side. So Marcic heads off on the far side. And Knezovic, a little bit of a rueful shake of the head. Not best pleased. Knezovic hasn't really been his night. And, little side 5 there. He is not best pleased. So 10, Luka Knezovic is off. And 7, Mihail Marcic. Now, back up and running again. No corner. Is a goal kick. And the ball is played out. Perez drives it forward. Looking for Olsen. Can't quite find him, but it comes for Gann. Gann looking to play the ball out on that far side, but can't quite catch it. So confirming Chianese and Mako on. Earlier substitution was Jonathan Shabatu. So 3 changes already for this ST Raiders side. Now Everett drops it back. Goalkeeper plays it long. One well in the air. And then Gann picks it up nicely. Drops it back for Nicolou. Nicolou looked to play it forward. Well, Shiweki was being called to flick it by Brendan Gann, but couldn't quite get there. And Rag has got it. Plays it into space for Malfara. Malfara for Chianese. This will be a different matchup now for Van Emerongen. Chianese is a much bigger body. He gets himself in front of the ball. Much more than Knezovic. But we'll pause for a moment. A beautiful crossfield ball. Shiweki is looking to get there, but Shabatu does terrifically well in the 22 jersey. And he gets down, slides across, and gets the ball away from Richard Shiweki. But Nicolou with the throw. Shabatu is there again. Now, there is Chianese, as described. Gets in front of Brachevsky, gets the ball, looking to get the return pass. Holds it up, drops it inside. And here's Fernandez. Fernandez, has he got the pace? Well, checks back inside. He had the pace to get past Fede Morongan a few times in the first half, but check back inside. Now we're Amaga with the shot. Straight into the breadbasket of Daniel Nizic. But already you'll see the difference there with Noah Chianese twice. Getting in front of the Sutherland Sharks defender, holding up the ball, bringing other teammates into play. A very, very different type of player to Luka Knezovic. And that is what clearly Goran Laboy is looking for now in the second half. A quarter of this game to go. 3 quarters gone, 1-1. Beautifully poised. No substitutions yet from David Perkovic. But, surely they're coming soon. Shueki goes inside one. Is he caught there, Shueki? He is indeed. Good refereeing there. He's been excellent tonight. Charlie Hollings let the advantage go. But saw that none was forthcoming for Richard Shueki. And so was awarded the free kick. And Marty Fernandez looks like he's going to have to come off. They're telling him to go down. And the physio will come on. So that's going to delay this free kick because Fernandez has, I'll have to say, not accidentally, gone down directly beside where this free kick is about to be taken. And just confirming, yes, Marty Fernandez is going to have to come off and he's going to be replaced by Yakov Malbasa in the number 9 jersey. So we now have Chianese, Mako, Shabatu and Malbasa on. And Marty Fernandez, who has been the star of the show here, was limping off and being asked to head off. He's been terrific tonight, Marty Fernandez, but a little bit of blood, just from our vantage point, a little bit of blood on the knee there perhaps, as he hobbles off. And Malbasa's on. Never make a substitution before a corner is one of the oldest adages in defending. This is not a corner, but it's very similar to a corner. And it is Tarek Maya who is going to take this now. Tarek Maya with his right foot. Floats the ball in to the back post. Fede Morongan is up. Wins the header well. But Figueira is equal to it. And now in transition, can they break quickly? Momentarily they had a 2-on-2. And it's Malbasa. Looks to pick it up early. But can't quite retain possession there, Malbasa. And the ball is played back now for Nizic. Comes, hits the ball well, clears it up onto the roof, just beyond the halfway line. No messing around there from Daniel Nizic. And they're going to build from the back, ST Raiders. 4 changes now for the ST Raiders. Still no changes for the Sutherland Sharks. And as we mentioned, the grass pitch is a little bit heavier, the grass pitch. It's a different type of condition for players who are used to playing on the Astro, and there's a few players losing their footing again. You'd imagine David Perkovic will be factoring that in to the changes that he makes. Perez, Afuka, late run from Nicolou, lovely late run from Nicolou. Afuka couldn't quite connect, and now it's Perchevsky. Finds Morongan. Kukuryu. Outside for Perez, Kubi Afuka. Calling for the ball short. Looks like it drifted into an offside position. So they have to reset and go again, the Sutherland Sharks. Nicolou. He's come very centrally for the ball here, Nicolou. Again for Perez. And again for Nicolou. Nicolou playing the ball in for Olsen. Olsen takes a touch! Takes a touch and scores! Nicholas Olsen. Very, very patient play out on that left-hand side. Retaining possession, looking for options. And the ball eventually is played across for Nicholas Olsen. 26 minutes gone in the second half. They have come from a goal down and they lead by 2-1. It is Nicholas Olsen. Clinical finish from Olsen. He took a touch, he waited. No flag. ST Raiders seem to be waiting for that flag. 26 minutes gone in the second half. We're going to have another substitution here for the ST Raiders. It's Riley Cox-Barlow who's going to be making his way on. There's a lot of talk out there, ST Raiders side, having an inquest into what happened there. They are really directing their ire towards the assistant referee on this near side, Lance Greenshields, particularly goalkeeper Michael Figueira And he's going to be lucky not to get himself booked here, Figueira, because he's carrying on just a little bit too much now. Conversation between the assistant and the ref, and away we go.
Number 9, please.
And so Riley Cox-Barlow has joined the fray as well. Now, can they get back into things straight away? Rag floats the ball into the back post. It evades everybody. And Daniel Lisic leaves the ball, lets it run. And so just below us, we can actually hear Lance Greenshields, the assistant, just having a conversation with the referee. He's having a conversation. He's having a conversation down below us as well that we're trying to listen to as we keep commentating with some officials in the SD Raiders dugout. But it's all happening here. Almost 30 minutes gone in the second half. They lead by 2-1. They've come from a goal down. Have the Sutherland Sharks. And can't recall them doing that too many times this season. Perchevsky drives it for Shiweki. Shiweki takes a touch around the outside. Shiweki. He is tiring Shiweki, and I think we're ready for some substitutions now for the Sutherland Sharks. Danny Choi warming up down below us. Ty McGowan also warming up. There would be the natural changes, you would imagine, for Shiweki, who works very, very hard, rarely completes a game, because you've got the likes of Danny Choi and Ty McGowan on the bench. You've got to inject their pace, their inventiveness into the game, and it does look like Danny Choi is just about ready to go. He's got the metaphorical tracksuit top off, the bib is off, tracksuit top is off, and he looks ready to enter the fray. Now, Perchevsky, battling hard. Mako, battling hard as well, but Kukuryu does really well, turns inside outside, keeps going, wins himself a free kick. Terrific play from Kukuryu, used his body, shielded the ball, knew the foul was coming, took the foul, down he went, got a mouthful of grass for his troubles, and won himself the free kick, and they will slow things down, you would imagine, here. Tarek Maya looking to put Brendan Gann into a bit of space there, but Shibano does well, takes a touch, takes a second, and then drops it into the middle for Everett. Everett drives the ball forward. Chianese closing in quickly. Chianese, but Nizic getting to the edge of his box really well there. I beg your pardon. The ball just skidding up off the surface. From the Sutherland Sharks' point of view, safely into the hands of Daniel Lisic, and he plays the ball long. Gann looks to win it, but he's beaten in the air by Bevan. And then Shibatu finds Mako. Mako for Iramagu. He's dropping very, very deep here. Iramagu. And here is Mako. Rag is calling for the ball on this near side. Mako stops and turns. Finds Malbassa. Malbassa cannot find a teammate. And Jordi Perez plays the ball into space. Late flag goes up there. Late flag goes up. And we are going to have a couple of substitutions now. Johnny Choi in the 11 jersey is going to be making his way on. And it's Yanni Nicolo as expected. What he's calling Yanni Nicolo off. And back from injury, Yanni Nicolo. He's had an excellent performance here tonight. And he's going to be replaced by the number 2, Lockie McDonald, who's been starting most of the games recently. Lockie McDonald and Richard Shiweki. The expected substitution comes off, and it is Danny Choi. So McDonald and Choi on. And it is Shiweki and Nikuru off. Now ball is played through. Chianese holds the ball up. Chianese with the shot. What a top-class save that is from Daniel Nizic. That ball was destined for the bottom corner. It was a hopeful ball forward for Chianese. He took a touch, and he unleashed a beautiful shot that looked to be nestling itself in the bottom corner. But Daniel Nizic stretched out that right arm. A terrific save from Nizic, showing all of his quality. Gets a little sci-5 there from Tarek Maya. He was the goalkeeper of the month last month in this NPL New South Wales Men's Premier Division, and deservedly so. But, is that a save that could secure them the 3 points? A lot of his saves have been getting them draws or keeping them in games. But that will turn out to be a crucial save if they can hang on here. Well, straight away, was that a handball on the line? It's a handball on the line. A penalty has been awarded. Well, directly from the corner. The ball comes back in. I imagine we're going to have a red card here. It's Yuta Kukuryu. A yellow card. A yellow card from the referee. Well, that has sparked absolutely controversial scenes down here below us. It looks to be a deliberate handball on the line from Yuta Kukuryu. The penalty has been awarded. And beg your pardon, the substitutes. Oh no, the referee is now reaching back into his pocket. He's having a little conversation. The referee has got his finger to his ear and he's having a conversation with his assistant referee. Well, it looked for a moment like he was getting a bit of guidance from his assistant referee, but he has said no. The assistant on the far side, just to add to the controversy, is Jackson Tippett. Jackson Tippett was originally the fourth official, but at half-time he came off. And Amber Morris came down. The result of all of this is going to be a penalty. There's still a penalty. I'm not sure if you can hear, but the ST Raiders bench are apoplectic down here below us. It's clearly a deliberate handball, therefore it's a penalty. But the red card has not been awarded. The penalty has. Jakob Malbasa stands over the ball. There's still a penalty. Now, if Nizic saves this, there's going to be an absolute war down below us. It's Malbasa. It's Malbasa versus Nizic. The referee has said a non-deliberate. Well, they're still having a little conversation here now. The penalty's not yet been taken. The referee has gone across and he's having another conversation with Jackson Tippett, who was initially the fourth official, who is now the assistant referee, who was the previous assistant referee, is now Amber Morris, and as always is the case, the fourth official absolutely cops it deluxe, and she is copping an absolute earful from several SD Raiders, officials, substitutes, players. The ground announcer is down there with the microphone trying to calm things down. It's all happening. Still the conversation is going between the referee and the assistant. Whether or not they're talking about the decision around the card is not clear. And it looks as though also down below us, Lance Greenshields, a very experienced assistant referee. He is also getting involved in the conversation. And at the end of all of that, they have decided that it is a penalty, but it is a yellow card, not a red card. For the sake of peace and unity, if this penalty is saved, I dare not say what's going to happen. Here he is now. Malbasa. Malbasa. Oh, it's absolutely beautifully dinked in there by Malbasa. The Czech Republic style of penalty taking comes to the fore here at Ernie Smith Reserve. It is a Panenka. What courage to take a Panenka in that circumstance. And after a long delay, 35 minutes gone in this second half. And it is Malbasa with the Panenka penalty. It is 2 goals apiece. Sutherland Sharks and ST Raiders sit at 2-2. Goodness only knows what we're going to have in these last 10 minutes or so. Here's Chianese. Chianese playing the ball over the top. Berchevsky drops it back for Nizic. Nizic plays it forward for Choi. Choi controls it beautifully. Choi plays the ball into space. Takumi Afuka. Afuka goes straight through. Afuka is taken down. And that is a penalty. Will that be a red card? And somehow that's only a yellow card. Well, it is all happening here. The referee perhaps has left his red card at home tonight. It's not totally clear. We must check with our fourth official if she has a spare red card to give the referee, because that also looked like it might have been a red card. But the referee is saying there was an intention to make a tackle. And where there's an intention to make a tackle, it is not a red card. Takumi Afuka remains down. Less than a minute after we have a very, very controversial incident at one end. A penalty, but no red card. We go straight down the other end. And that's exactly what this game has been like so far. And Nicholas Olsen is standing over the ball. Miguel Figueira is taking his time, a little conversation. And coming across, Riley Cox-Barlow coming across, having a little conversation with the goalkeeper, perhaps with a bit of inside knowledge about how Nicholson takes penalties, but no red cards, 2 yellow cards for 2 fouls that have given away penalties. And now Nicholas Olsen with the chance to make this 3 goals to 2 to the away side. What a game we've had. What a second half we've had. No VAR is brilliant, isn't it? There would have been 10-minute delays for both of those instances without VAR. They just make the decisions. We get on with the game. And this is why football at this level is so much better without VAR. Now, Olsen with a penalty. Oh, he's hit the bar! He's hit the bar, and he can't touch the ball the second time. He has to leave it. Brendan Gann is there. He drives it in low. Olsen with a chance again. Olsen's gone down again, has he? Tarek Maya with the shot. And away it goes. Nicholas Olsen has hit the bar with a glorious chance to put the Sutherland Sharks 3 goals to 2 up. He knew the rules. Did Nicholas Olsen. The ball came straight back to him. He knew he couldn't touch the ball again. And in amongst all of this, Riley Hollingdale is going to make his way on for Brendan Gann. Now Riley Hollingdale. And there is a bit of a Riley Hollingdale fan club down below us here on the right hand side. A couple of travelling Sutherland Sharks juniors are here to support Richard Shewecki. They told me, and Riley Hollingdale are their 2 favourites. Shewecki has got off, but Hollingdale is still on. And the ball is won there. Well in the air by McDonald. Will we have ourselves a winning goal? There's probably 10 minutes to go, 38 minutes on the clock. But with all the stoppages, we surely have at least 10 more minutes to go. Mako for Maya. Get past Everest, can't though. Kukuri says leave it for me. Now, Olsen. To get on the end of it, but again, the ball just skids up off the surface and makes its way through for Figueira. Ball comes forward, but it's turned over. Maya has got it. Down for Kukuri. There's a heavy challenge there. Johnny Choi has gone down. Shabatu is going to go into the referee's notebook. And, the card is there again. It's just a yellow. Lots of to and fro here in the sideline. People looking for red cards. David Perkovich felt that was a studs-up challenge, as did the majority of the Sutherland Sharks bench. Daniel Nizic coming across here, a few choice words. A few players on the ST Raiders bench. Now we have another dangerous free kick here. 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Olsen looking to make amends for that errant penalty. Maya is there. Olsen is there. Olsen plays it short for Choi. Choi back for Maya. Looks like a training ground move here. Maya goes around the outside. Maya, can he dig the ball into the back post? Well, really good recovery there from Lockie Everett. Worked hard to get back. At the expense of a corner, Nicholas Olsen will take it. And, no more zone defending here. There were a series of players all on top of the goalkeeper. Again, this Arsenal-West Ham situation playing out again. It's turned into a bit of a rugby scrum there. The goalkeeper has gone down. And he's back up again. I saw a proposal during the week that said attacking players should not be allowed inside the 6-yard box on a corner to stop all of this fuss and bother going on. But, I'm not sure what referees and assistants can do about this. But, we're going to have ourselves a little rugby scrum here as Olsen floats the corner into the back post. And, it's headed away, but only as far as Van Emerongen. He drives in the shot low. It comes away as far as Afuka. Afuka takes a beautiful touch of Afuka. No other options really, and so he plays it back for Nizic. Nizic plays it long. Everyone on side. Van Emerongen, he's going to rise high for this. Doesn't quite get it. It falls for Olsen. Takes a touch. Olsen gets the ball back. Not quite to feet though, Nicholas Olsen, and he has to check back inside. Plays it in low. Shabatu is there, and Shabatu plays the ball up into the air. Kienese is there, leaves it. Mako leaves it. Olsen challenges with Kienese. Kienese wins it well. But, Hollingdale is there. Hollingdale takes a touch. Is he held back, Hollingdale? He's not. And his opposite number 6, Lockie Everett, gets the ball. And now coming down the other way, Iramagu. To get around the outside, Takumi Afuka looks to be playing left back at this point. What an action-packed second half we've had here. Penalties, incident, 2 yellows that could have been reds, a Panenka, a penalty that hits the crossbar, a 2-footed challenge that isn't punished, then Danny Choi slides in, and he's committed a foul there. Danny Choi nowhere near the ball, he caught the man, and And the man is Charlie Ragg. We will surely have more drama before the final whistle here, you would imagine. Ragg with the free kick. Stole himself a few extra metres there. The referee seems to be saying that's okay. Chianese there at the back post. Mako is there too. McGrath. Ball is floated in by Ragg to the back post. Chianese is there. Chianese wins it. Did really well. Again, that different presence of Noah Chianese in the latter stages of this second half. Made a really, really big difference to this SD Raiders side. We stay at 2-2. Nizic plays it short. Ball is cleared away. Late challenge. Referee says no harm, no foul. A little bit of push and shove. There's quite a lot of push and shove there. Referee and the assistants didn't see it. And now Danny Choi. Can Choi get there? Beaten to the ball, but Perez gets it. Now plays it into space. Eramago seems to be playing at right back. Got Eramago at right back. Got Takumi Afuka at left back. It's all happening. Lockie McGrath plays it short for Chianese. Chianese, he gives the ball away. But does well, wins it back, plays it into space. Now McDonald driving forward against Ragg. McDonald does well, plays it back for Nizic. He then plays it long. Kruyu looking to win it, can't quite get there. Hollingdale does well against Chianese. But it's won by Malbassa. Malbassa, two blue jerseys converge upon him, and they've won it back. Sutherland driving forward now. Perez for Afuka. Plays it short. Afuka gets the second touch. And then a touch comes off a green jersey. And so they win the throw. Hollingdale for Perez. Hollingdale back for Perez again. Perez got Olsen in the middle. Looking to find Nicholas Olsen. Nicholas Olsen can't quite get there. Shabatu does well. I know. Mako. Is he fouled? He is indeed. Just has his ankles tapped. Mako looking to take a quick one. More shenanigans. More off the ball incidents. And we do have a little push and shove down here below us as well. But, went unnoticed. Riley Cox Barlow. A bit of American wrestling. That went unpunished. Now our assistant below us here, the fourth official, is just setting up the fourth official's board. I always like to guess. My guess is 5 minutes. But, let's see how many we have, and let's see the reaction. David Perkovic looking on with interest to see how many minutes we're going to have. Now, ball is forward there, and there is a foul right on the edge of the box. Jamie Perchevsky. Joshua fouled Riley Cox Barlow. And here we go. Yes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of out of time. Apologies if you can hear any choice language there. It's getting very heated on the benches down below us. Now, Malbassa. He's already got one from a set piece. Penalties, strictly speaking, are set pieces. I don't think he'll be going for the Panenka here. But he is definitely shaping for the shot, as is Lockie Everett. But, as they say in basketball, you give it to the man with a hot hand. And Malbassa has the hot hand at the moment. And here he is, shaping up well. He's driven it into the wall. It's come down from Mako. Mako, back from Malbassa. Malbassa looking to turn inside the box. Perez looking to get the ball away. Raleigh Hollingdale, beautiful feet there. And he gets the ball away for Choi. But Mako does well to win it. Everett now floats it in towards the back post. But it's headed away. Cox Barlow and Olsen working hard. Olsen going around Cox Barlow. Great pace. Just overruns it slightly, Nicholas Olsen. And then loses his footing just a touch. But Cox Barlow working really, really hard. Chasing back. Wins the ball. Gets it back to his keeper. He finds Shabatu. Shabatu leaves it short there. And Hollingdale in quickly. McDonald. He's urged forward. He didn't come inside McDonald, but he's urged forward. And he finds Maya. Maya for Choi. Can't quite connect. The ball is played back across to the goalkeeper. Hollingdale pressing hard. And Van Emerongen encouraged to leave it for McDonald. Tries off the ball. Hollingdale is there short. Choi is there long. There is Maya. Maya flicking it in towards Choi. Choi not really moving towards it. Hollingdale, terrific challenge from Hollingdale. Wins the ball, finds Kukuyu. Kukuyu spreads the ball out to the far side. Eramago, an important touch there. And he plays it for Chianese. Is Chianese offside? He is indeed. He was directly level with our commentary position here. I beg your pardon, Noah Chianese. There was a lot of real estate in front of him. And he didn't really look like he needed to be in an offside position there. Free kick to the Sutherland Sharks. Just a few minutes of added time to go here. Ball played over the top for McDonald. Will he dink it down for Choi? He does indeed. Choi onto his left foot. Gets the ricochet. Choi. Danny Choi. Cuts into space. Danny Choi with the shot. Didn't quite catch it, Danny Choi. You can see what he was trying to do there. Got the benefit of a lucky ricochet. Came forward. The Red Sea is open in front of him. And he had a chance to shoot there. At least the shot. Couldn't quite find the target. 3 minutes of the 5 already gone. 2-2. Another roller coaster game for the Sutherland Sharks. But they are at the moment not going to break that streak of not winning. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you include the cup games. Without a win. A couple of draws in there. They that penalty chance to go ahead at 2-2. Could not break the deadlock. Choi now finds Olsen. Has he drifted into an offside position? Well, he has drifted into an offside position. I think he knew it as well. He thought about leaving it Olsen. But with so little time on the clock, had to take a chance. Now, Riley Cox-Barlow. Can he get on the end of it? He can indeed. He finds Rag. Rag back for Cox-Barlow. Cox-Barlow checks back inside. Now, down for Shabatu. Shabatu for Rag. Rag. He's got McDonald there. And he's got Choi. McDonald does really well. Turns. Finds Choi. Choi. Back for McDonald. McDonald is boxed in a little bit here. Has to play the ball long. And he brings in Shabatu. Shabatu. Finds McGrath. And McGrath for Bevan. Bevan strides forward. Finds Chianese. Chianese helps the ball on for Iramagu. Iramagu has got 2. He's got 3 to aim at here. Iramagu looks to drop it back. Looks to drop it back for Chianese. And he finds a blue jersey. And now, chance to drive forward. Hollingdale plays it into space for Olsen. Olsen. He's got no support in the box. He's got Choi making his way there now. Olsen. He's got Maya on the edge of the box. Still Olsen. Olsen for Afuka. Afuka for Maya. Well, the ball ricochets off 2 defenders there. And Tariq Maya could not pick it up. The ST Raiders bench imploring their goalkeeper to play the ball long. Malbassa there with a little push in the back. A little push in the back, and that, it looks like, will be the last action of the game. Well, the referee brought his whistle to his lips after a long look at his watch. He's standing directly in the centre circle. It looked like he was going to bring proceedings to a close. He's had the 5 minutes. It is now just at the discretion of referee Charlie Hollings. What a game it has been. A very, very open game. Goals, chances, penalties, cards. And there is the final whistle. What an encounter this has been. The Sutherland Sharks players bang the ground in frustration. It has ended 2-2. Fernandez opened the scoring in the 3rd minute. Brenton Gann equalised in the 9th. Nicholas Olsen in the 26th minute of the second half with the Sharks back in the lead. Mal Bassett with a hugely controversial penalty made it 2-2. Nick Olsen then missed a penalty. We had no red cards. It felt like we would have 2. We have handshakes all around at the end. And at the end of the game, it is a stalemate. The home side, the ST Raiders 2. The away side, the Sutherland Sharks 2. What a night it's been at Ernie Smith Reserve. David Feeney and with Mile Stanic wishing you a lovely night. And we'll see you next time at the football.
Just a reminder of our sponsors who make every game night possible. Cabrevale Club Resort, Peter Warren Ford, Crown Electrical, Catalyst Performance, Dr. Fit Physiotherapy, Burbank Homes, Premier Kitchens Australia, Rock Creek, Intel Project, Inner Beauty Skin, Versa Sports and the Athletics Hub.